Another morning of enjoying a delicious breakfast that the host had prepared for me. I was eating breakfast and doing a little bit of editing work on my laptop, as you can see, is right in front of me. At the Airbnb that I was staying at, having food, breakfast, or lunch or dinner is for an additional fee, which I didn't mind paying for. Today's the day I decided to go out to visit the ocean. The ocean was nearby, it wasn't too far, about I would say a $5 taxi ride. Before heading to the beach, I stopped by a market that's very popular in this country. I didn't know how long I was going to spend out there, so I definitely felt like grabbing some snacks and some drinks would be smart, just so I wouldn't be starving as I was sitting out there for a couple hours at the ocean. As I was getting ready, I remember thinking, I don't want to grab items to leave at the ocean. I don't want to be seen as polluting the ocean since I'm a visitor, I'm a foreigner there. I don't want to see people seeing me disrespecting their beach. I know grabbing some drinks and pouring one out was okay, so I was thinking about that. And of course, lighting some candles and some incense and praying is normally what I do standard. The host was kind enough to offer me a ride to the market since she said she needed to head in that direction. And while I was here, I made sure to take note of the prices here as well. I forgot to grab a lighter, so I went ahead and grabbed me one. Not only am I noticing that the prices are significantly lower here than it is in the States, but I noticed that the floor washes and Florida waters and all the specialty soaps that we normally would get from a specialty store or metaphysical shop in the States is here in a grocery store, which I thought was very cool. This grocery store had fresh fruits and veggies, meat options, and one thing that I thought was very interesting is that they had a lot of dairy alternatives. When thinking about moving out of the country, the one thing you think of is, will this grocery store have brands that I'm familiar with that I am back in my home country? And that is one thing I did notice in this grocery store. So maybe moving wouldn't be all too bad. I did all that shopping and ended up forgetting my items in the trunk of the host car. So I end up having to make do with what I do have on hand at the moment. Finding the right spot is definitely very important to me because I want to be away from wondrous and curious eyes. I need my privacy just to sit, pray, cry, vent, do whatever I need to in the comfort of my one-on-one time with the ocean. And the advice that I always give people is to always go to the places in nature that brings you the most peace. And for me, it's always bodies of moving water, whether it's the river or the ocean. And go to these places and just recharge. Go ahead and regroup, whether it's on a mountain or out into some fields. Go and recharge and recollect and collect your thoughts. Find your balance, seek equilibrium, do whatever it takes to make yourself feel like yourself again. And not only do I go to the water to pray and to vent, but I also go there to receive blessings, to ask for blessings. So it's very fitting to put on my blessing oil along with some sunscreen to protect my skin. So as I'm protecting my skin with sunscreen, I am giving myself a nice sheen with my blessing oil. It smells amazing. So that is definitely a plus for me. This oil is frankincense, geranium, and rose scented. And the base oil is sweet almond oil, and all the ingredients are all natural, so it's a no-brainer to want to put this all over my skin. And why do I choose moving bodies of water such as the ocean, the rivers, and waterfalls to come and recollect myself. Why do I go to these places? I can't tell you why. I just know that I find peace and serenity, and I do feel so much better after I dip myself in the waters and leave. I feel just like myself. I feel balanced. And I feel like this is such a fitting time to tell you what I came to discover myself on the 14th of October. I received a divination from a Oba Oriet on the 14th of October. And a Oba is the highest ranking priest in the Lukumi and Santeria faith. And the divination that he conducted was using cowrie shells. And he had revealed to me that I'm possibly a child of a Lokun. And a Lokun is the Orisha spirit in the Yoruba religion. A Lokun is androgynous. A Lokun can be either male or female depending on if a Lokun of Ifa or a Lokun of Ocha. Now, a Lokun is the ruler of all bodies of water and authority over other water deities. A Lokun lives in the deepest parts of the ocean, so think about the Mariana Trench, deeper than that. And this is something I don't mind going further and exploring on my own to see if this is the truth. I don't mind going further and exploring and seeing if this is the case because I'm on this journey of looking for answers and seeing what is the truth, what is the goal for me, what is my purpose. If I dig deeper and explore further and receive a confirmation that is true, that I am a child of a Lokun, then that would explain for a lot of things that has happened in my life. It would explain why I have my mood swings. It would explain my depression and why the reason why I act the way I do. It would give me confirmation on why life was pulling me in this direction. Because when you're a child of Orisha, normally things happen in your life to pull you in the direction to discover them. It would explain why I do have water spirits and mermaid spirits around me. And the beautiful thing is I can continue to be a self-initiate and a traditional healer while also being a follower and a child of an Orisha. So I can continue to do what I do, honor and pray to the Holy Spirit, while also being a devotee of an Orisha, of a Lokun. And like most lives, it's never easy. I pretty much was raised on conditional love where I wasn't allowed to make mistakes, that I was always told that I should know better, while also seeing that those very same people will give grace to others. My very first bullies were my parents, people who were supposed to take care of me and watch over me, the people who claim that they're my family and my friends, or people who say they love me and want to be with me. They were supposed to be there for me, but they were very quick to want to be on the side, to taunt me, to be against me, quick to join in to hurting me. So I always tell myself, why am I here? Why stay on this earth? They always say, why are you so pessimistic? Why are you so hard on yourself? And it's like, well, you made me this way. And my goal is to unlearn it. My goal is to finally find peace, to be in a life where I don't have to be in survival mode. I can finally just live. That's why I'm always saying I don't want sympathy, I don't want pity, or I don't want apology. I'm here to vent. I'm here because I don't need healing anymore. I am tired. I just want to live my life now on my terms. I always say I never was the problem and I never will be. My only fault is just wanting to live my life how I want to live it, how I was born, how I was created. God instilled in me these gifts. It was passed down from my ancestors. But ultimately, I was on this earth to be fearless, to be courageous, and to live a life unapologetically. I admire those that are courageous and those that are born loving themselves and knowing exactly who they are and who know exactly what they're set out to do. I refuse to be around those who make me feel as though I am a burden, I am unlovable, and I refuse to be around those who just want to just use me. People want a piece of me without knowing who I am or getting to know truly who I am to my full depth. People are superficial, they're surface level, and they're selfish. They just take one look at me and they just want to put me on a pedestal. They put me on a shelf like a toy and throw me away when I don't perform to their standards. People don't respect my boundaries and then they get upset when I don't give them access to me. It is best that I do what's best for me. I want to do things on my terms. I want to be here and there and move as the tides move. I come and go when I please. I will be respectful, I'll be kind, and I'll extend my big heart, but without putting my heart on my sleeves. I need to have boundaries. I need to respect and protect myself now moving forward. I don't have the right words to explain it, but I always felt like God raised me, the Holy Spirit, the spirits, the angels, my ancestors, the dead, what most call the unseen, I see. The ocean, the water, spirits, they sing to me, they comfort me, I feel it all. That's why I want to join them. I feel I'm better utilized on the other side, where I'm shown that I am needed. I am not needed here. People call it ending my life, but I see it as I'm going where I'm appreciated, where I'm loved, and where I'm understood. They all love me, they support me unconditionally. So why stay here where I'm mistreated? God, I'm placed in a world where if anyone is different, they are ostracized. They rather hear from everyone else instead of hearing from you. They believe that if they listen to someone else, that they'll hear your word, not understanding that they can talk to you directly. They don't understand that they can speak to you and you'll respond in the language that only they can understand. There's billions of billions of people in this world, and they want us to worship only in one way and not in our own way. I see my beauty, I see my strengths, I see my skill in myself, and I'm placed in a world where others do not see it in themselves. I am born fearless, but I'm placed in a world where everyone fears everything and refuses to ask the right questions. I was born believing in myself, but placed in a world where I am conditioned to doubt myself. Lord, I am born to believe in my dreams, but I'm surrounded by people who give up on theirs, so they want me to give up on mine too. Lord, I know that I'm born knowing that I'm beautiful. I love the skin I am. I love what I see when I look in the mirror. I love my body. I love even when the weight fluctuates. But I'm placed in a world where I'm told to hate the skin that I am, to hate this color of my skin, to hate being a woman. Lord, they misinterpret my love and my care. They say I am bad. Every time something goes wrong, I am to blame. They say I'm confusing, I'm weird, I'm lazy, I'm cold, I'm hard to understand. They say I do not belong here. They mistreat me, they envy me, they throw me away. They want to be in competition with me. And I'm only asking is to be accepted for who I am. If my work here is done and cannot be fulfilled, then let me join you. Let me go peacefully in my sleep. If I am a child of Lacoon, let me join the depths of the ocean. Next time I go, sing me a lullaby. Sing me a song to come home to. Lull me to sleep as my body sinks further into the depths of the realms of the ocean. Until then, I will be the best that I can be and live life to my fullest and help those who are also struggling. Maybe I can make the world just a little bit of a better place. So I ended the day by grabbing some food from a nearby restaurant, and I'd like to end this episode with some lyrics. I like to greet the sun each morning and walk amongst the stars at night. I like to know the taste of honey in my life. Zoom, I like to fly far away from here, where my mind can be fresh and clear, and I'd find the love that I long to see, where everybody can be what they want to be. I wish the world were truly happy, living as one. I wish the world they call freedom someday would come.
Daydream with me, let your mind explore all the things we were created for. Possibilities, an open door that keeps us reaching out.